Your team is battling, your team is fighting, and what you feel like is you are on the wrong side of the whistle quite often tonight.
Well, and then to Gobert continue to move on the Bledsoe.
But that's what I was going to tell you.
Right.
If you are going to say Steven Adams was moving, see, now, if I'm the Pelicans, I'm lowering my head and I'm going to the rim. I'm forcing some action here.
The pick by Adams. Good extra pass. Shot clock's down. And Lonzo's going to the mid-range. It'll be picked up by Gobert. Donovan Mitchell.
See, this is what I mean. They're getting rewarded for being more aggressive. And as a guard, me and David Wesley talked about this at halftime. So when guys are as skilled as they are in today's NBA, what is your option when a guy's using the screen?
Well, now you see Stan wanted to look at the review to see whether he was going to, because this is big.
I don't know what guys are supposed to do.
Challenging it.
I'm trailing you over top of the screen, which is what you're taught to do with guys that can shoot the ball.
And because he saw what Gobert did. And then there's two hands here, and then on the close.
So which one's a foul?
Well, and then is it natural when you spread eagle?
But see, that's what we talked about with J.J. Redick.
Yeah, but that was in the landing zone.
I don't know. If it's the two hands and the hip, okay, that's the call you want to make, then it shouldn't be 3 shots. Because he's not in this gathered motion just yet.
Right. He hasn't launched yet. So more free throws for a team that's 16 of 16 to the line. They were 13 of 13 in the second 12. Shooting 53% overall.
And I'm going to tell you what's crazy is this Utah Jazz team, before Tuesday's game, they were 29th in the league in free throw percentage.
Yeah, they're not usual to get into the line anyway.
And then when they're getting there, they're not usually hitting them. Rudy Gobert is shooting 49% from the line.
The old adage, three-point teams aren't rewarded.
Right.
Three-point shooting teams aren't rewarded.
Right.
But they're getting to the free throw line regularly now. And they're still taking threes. And Donovan Mitchell will get all 3. So now Utah has their largest lead of the game, 20. And it was a good game at the half. Good pass. Steven can't buy the roll. But still, I like it. He's got to be a threat that way.
Right.
That's a good call on the pass by Eric. It's only a 5-point deficit. Get a couple of stops. It'll be Mitchell a deep triple.
See, we just said it. Now it's up to 8.
And he's up to 32. See,
and has not missed a 3-point shot yet.
He's 6 of 6. He's 10 of 14 overall.
Attack the rim. Eventually, they're going to have to call Rudy Gobert. They're going to eventually have to call Rudy Gobert for illegal defense.
And you both, I like that call because you sit on.
Those are the ones you would kind of like to stay away from. And see, you see Zion went under right there on that screen in the row. He goes under, and this is what happens. It's a pick your poison. If I go over the top, then they call the foul. And if I go under, I'm leaving the guy who's only missed 1 3-point shot today to shoot a shot that he's comfortable making.
Bogdanovich on the screen, so Ingram. And they wanted Gobert. Instead, Royce O'Neal. And it continues. They've had, in 4 of their last 6 games, they've had 20 or more threes. You ready for this? Last year, as Brandon Ingram can't buy it.
Very dangerous time right now.
Right. They had 4 games with 20 or more threes the entire season. And they've done that 4 times in the last 6. Look out. They may want a timeout here. It's up to 11. Inside of 6 to play. Pels just lost, I say that, and it's easy for me to say. They lost a timeout on the challenge. Zion going by Gobert. And Gobert rode him a little bit. It'll go out to O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich spacing. Good look.
Wow.
Tapped away by, it looked like Lonzo was there with Steven Adams.
And it's him over the top and they call fouls. Look at the amount of space that he has.
Right.
So if you see, he can go, he can lay it up, he can drop it off. And this is what happens when the game is being officiated and you don't feel comfortable.
So they've had only 4 the rest of the way. Brandon Ingram. And finds Lonzo ball. Steven Adams battling with Bogdanovich, and it hung on the rim. Joe Ingles just came in. He'll get the reverse. From back 11 over the first 8 minutes. 11 points over the first 8 minutes of the third. Down to Keel. And he got the foul. Took it right at Derek Favors.
Right. You don't have to settle for that three-point shot. You don't. Sometimes you can just lower your head and try and make something happen, especially with the way that whistle's being blown today. You can see what they're doing with the Pelicans guards, though. They're going under, and they're daring them to shoot. You can see Jordan Clarkson going under and trying to meet him on the other side. They're doing
win. Home games Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Some good matchups. Giannis and the Bucks on Friday night, the 29th. The lob for Favors. Now Joe Ingles. Good job, Jackson. Did he get a piece of it? Favors. It got to the rim, so they reset it.
And they do such a good job at driving closeouts. You know, the moment they feel you closing out, they do such a good job of doing that, what Royce O'Neal just did right there.
Yeah, and protected it against.
Players don't play well. We say they don't play well. And when officials have a bad day, we have to say officials have a bad day as well.
Down to Keel right by. Joe Ingles wasn't going to stop him. Okay, down to 14. As I said, if you get it down in a single-digit deficit at the end of the quarter, you're right where you want to be.
And a lot of times coaches get ejected for that exact reason.
Fire them up.
Right.
Jackson doing a good job. It's out to Conley, though.
They go driving the closeout. This is what they do.
And he walked. Yeah, that's a jump stop with an extra step by Niang. Forced the turnover. Minute 49 to play. All right. It's now win one for BB.
Hey, that's right. That's right. That's right.
So in a 14-point game. Yeah, I'd like to see Zion get it right there. And all the way to the rack. Count it. He's looking for the three-point play.
And I feel like I say this every game. When you put Zion on the same side of the floor with J.J. Redick and defenses have to react because of J.J.'s ability to shoot the ball, you're going to come up with something good.
Good handle, good touch. Zion.
I tell you a quick story. When I was in high school, we weren't allowed to, when we were coming down the middle, we weren't allowed to finger roll. We had to use the backboard.
Right.
Until we could dunk. And then once you could dunk, you could either dunk it or you had to use the backboard.
Well, and the reason I bring it up is it's off the heel.
Right.
And it cost the Pels a point. He gets 2, but he only makes 1. 10-point game after the Pels were down by as many as 16. So about a 6-second difference. Gobert. And he's going to get it right back. But Jackson Hayes, he couldn't hang on. And Gobert gets off Jackson's foot, I believe. Out of bounds.
Wow.
Yeah. Gobert was just trying to avoid the fire.
But the thing, no, on that play, Gobert was falling before Jackson even got there.
You saw him dunk. Like, I don't want to take any of this. That was an interesting reaction.